Coins have always held a certain fascination. They are small, everyday objects, yet they carry stories that stretch across decades, even centuries. They witness history silently, passing from hand to hand, from country to country, and sometimes from one collector to the next. Among these small but remarkable pieces of history is the South African 5-cent coin from 1961, a coin that today is far more than just a simple currency. Its story, rarity, and value have captured the imaginations of collectors and history enthusiasts around the world. 1961 was a pivotal year for South Africa. It marked the year the country became a republic, leaving behind its previous status as a British dominion. The transition was not just political. It was reflected in the very currency of the nation. Coins minted in that year carry a weight that is both historical and symbolic. The 5-cent coin, small in size yet rich in meaning, became part of this important transformation. Its design, the details, and even the materials used are a snapshot of South African history in miniature form. Every line, every symbol on the coin tells a story, and collectors around the world recognize that story instantly. The South African 5-cent coin from 1961 is a copper-nickel coin that measures just a few centimeters across. At first glance, it might seem like any other coin, easy to overlook in your pocket or loose change. Yet, to the trained eye of a collector, its uniqueness is immediately apparent. The coin's reverse features a distinctive design that was chosen carefully to reflect the nation's heritage. Its edges, smooth and perfectly shaped, show the precision of the minting process of the time. Coins like this were made to circulate, but only a fraction of them survived the decades in good condition. That rarity is part of what makes this coin so valuable today. What really sets this coin apart is its history. The world was a very different place in 1961. South Africa was navigating its new identity as a republic. People were adjusting to new laws, new political realities, and a new flag that symbolized change and independence. This coin was in the hands of ordinary citizens, paying for groceries, bus fares, and everyday transactions. But while most of those coins were spent, lost, or damaged, a few were carefully preserved. Those few are what make today's collectors so excited. Owning a 1961 5-cent coin is like holding a tangible connection to a moment in history, a reminder of the time when South Africa was stepping into a new chapter of its story. The value of a coin isn't just in its metal or size, it's in its story, its rarity, and the emotions it can evoke. Collectors search high and low for coins in the best possible condition, often traveling across continents to acquire them. When they find a coin like the 1961 South African 5-cent, in pristine condition with no wear or scratches, it's considered a treasure. The demand for such coins is immense. People are not just buying a piece of metal, they're buying a connection to the past, a symbol of history that can be held, examined, and admired. Over the years, the fascination with this coin has grown. Numismatists, or coin collectors, have studied it extensively. They examine its minting details, its weight, and even the exact composition of the metal. Any slight difference or error in the coin's production can make it even more valuable. Variations in the design, small mistakes made during minting, or unique characteristics that were not intended can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary one. The 1961 5-cent coin has several of these quirks, which only adds to its mystique and allure. Every coin tells a slightly different story. Depending on its condition and origin, collectors often share stories about the lengths they've gone to acquire such coins. Some have spent years searching, attending auctions, scouring private collections, and even traveling to South Africa in search of rare specimens. When they finally acquire a coin in mint condition, the excitement is almost palpable. The joy comes not just from the monetary value but from holding a piece of history that few others have had the privilege to see. It is a symbol of patience, dedication, and a deep appreciation for history. The historical context of the coin adds another layer to its appeal. 1961 was not just the year South Africa became a republic, it was also a year of great political and social change. The coin itself was minted under very different circumstances than today's currency, reflecting the technology, materials, and aesthetic choices of the time. Unlike modern coins that are mass-produced with advanced machinery, coins from that era were struck with careful precision, often resulting in subtle variations that collectors cherish. Each coin carries the imprint of the minting process, the weight of history, and the story of a nation in transition. Even the smallest details can influence the coin's value. Experts examine every inch, looking at the edges, the finish, and even the tiniest scratches. Coins that have been kept in protective cases, never handled, and stored carefully by previous owners are particularly prized. These coins are rare because most circulated coins inevitably show wear over time. When a coin from 1961 appears in flawless condition, it becomes a remarkable find, an almost magical link to a time long past. Collectors also appreciate the aesthetic beauty of the coin. Its design is simple yet elegant, reflecting the artistic sensibilities of the early 1960s. The combination of metals gives it a subtle luster, and the engraved details capture the eye. This is a coin that is meant to be admired, studied, and appreciated, not just for its monetary value but for its artistry. In a way, it is a miniature work of art, a testament to the skill of the engravers and mint workers of the time. The story of the 1961 South African 5-cent coin is a testament to the enduring appeal of coins as historical artifacts. It is not just a collectible, it is a connection to the past, a tangible reminder of history that you can hold in your hand. People who collect coins often speak about the thrill of discovering a rare piece, the satisfaction of learning about its origin, and the pride of owning something so historically significant. This coin represents all of that and more, bridging the gap between the everyday and the extraordinary. Today, the 1961 5-cent coin has become more than just a collector's item. It is an investment, a symbol of historical and financial value. As collectors and investors continue to recognize its rarity and significance, the price of this coin has skyrocketed. Those who were fortunate enough to preserve it in excellent condition have witnessed its value grow steadily over the years. And in an astonishing turn of events, this small piece of history recently reached a staggering $80 million, proving that even the tiniest objects can hold incredible worth when history, rarity, and demand come together. From a simple coin used for everyday purchases to a multi-million-dollar treasure, the journey of the 1961 South African 5-cent coin is a remarkable story. It reminds us that value is not always in size or material, but in history, craftsmanship, and the stories we attach to objects. This coin, once in the pockets of ordinary citizens, now represents one of the most extraordinary finds in the world of numismatics, showing that even the smallest artifacts can leave an enormous mark on history.